Welcome all fellow knife enthusiasts to this very important video. How you doing? All knife collectors, users, Crocodile Dundee people. Thank you for tuning in for this video. And I think that if you give me my belligerent ass a chance, you'll be entertained and you'll learn something valuable about the quality of these products, okay? So I have a line with me of other knives I'm about to show you. This is a Tops Skull Crusher. By the way, shout out to EJ Snyder. As of right now, this very date, he just dropped a book called Die Trying. Very interested in that book. And go EJ, Top Skull Crusher, guys. There's more I'm going to showcase. This video is about Joe X and Cold Steel and a reaction to his most recent video. I really appreciate that you guys are dealing with my rudimentary channel. I don't really have gadgets and gizmos to make this more concise, and we have traffic, and I hope everything works out. Let me see if you guys can see that. There's Joe right there, and let's hear the daily word of Joe.
All right, my friends, welcome to another Joe X Wood Talk. A Cold Steel Wood Talk, if you will, like my friend Scap would say. All right, my friends, as you all know, I got in contact with Luke from Cold Steel via a pinned comment on my weird video with the ketchup and stuff, where I said a Joe X love message to Cold Steel, and I wrote there will be blood and blah blah blah. Hey, I mean, it's just a joke, man. Just a joke. I just wanted the attention from Cold Steel. I wanted the attention from the new guy. His name is Luke. I will call.
Wait, how old is Luke? Are you like in your 30s? That's some really libtard. That's some like really libtarded, really sensitive thing to get offended of Joe X dressed in fake blood talking about war and die. Oh! Like how real men did when we had heroes, not like Luke, like the Ultimate Warrior and like Hulk Hogan, who just died back in like Gen X times, where even degenerates still had nuts.
I'm Luke Skywalker, and of course I want to know that Stick is watching my videos, because I have the message, not the woke message, not the liberal message, the Joe X message. And why? I want to have the attention from GSM and Cold Steel, that they should listen to me, that they should listen to my tests, that they should check my videos where I check the 6.5 MN fucked up China steel, that this is crap, and that they should go back to the 1055 high carbon from South Africa. I attended this and I made about 300 Cold Steel videos, and finally I have the attention from the new guy, Luke. I salute you for writing back to me. This means you have balls. And he invited me to the blade show somewhere in America. Maybe someday I will go there, but at the moment I cannot. But maybe, who knows what happens in the future. Yeah, I got my weird video with the ketchup. It takes 50 seconds where I talk some shit about Cold Steel and stuff. Yeah, I talk shit the whole day. And Cold Steel, Luke, if you want to make it this video about...
I mean, that's cool. We can all retort and we all can have some friendly competition. But, I mean, is Luke offended? Are we like sad liberal people here or some shit? What's going on, you know? I don't get it.
Me, you're very welcome. There are so many dissing videos about me out there. First of all, I love to watch this stuff. I like this shit. And second, it's a good attention for my YouTube channel, because I want to be a professional YouTuber. I earn now about 300 euro each month, which is nothing from YouTube.
Okay, guys, that's Joe X. If you don't know who he is, he's like a modern day action star, dude. This guy's like a daredevil of proving out tools that people like me need, people like you, if you tuned in this thing, might actually need or like too. So with no further ado, you get the point what's going on. I'm glad Luke is being cool or trying to invite Joe to America. You know, Cold Steel, you make a lot of money. Don't pay for Joe, like a Joe X tour exhibit, and like have a little friendly camaraderie and haha, this fucker, haha, hey man, American economy's going to shit, you know, we gotta make shit in China, GSM, like there's none of that shit. Like you see that in like other businesses, like you'll have like in professional wrestling, you'll have like, oh, in the 1970s we hated each other, and now in the 2000s we're best of friends, some shit like that. You get that, you know, and that kind of camaraderie. It reminds me of my dad's family, who doesn't eat, who invites them to somewhere, and then they have all the power and like really good wealth, and they don't even offer to accommodate. What I mean, just miss out on that business move, man. This is a niche genre, blades, yada yada. And before you guys think, why should I have a fucking opinion, right? You're just some like you're just some bum like that lives in a van down by the river, right? Well, yeah, I guess I'm supposedly a bum that lives down by the river, and I'm an idiot because I could have saved myself from obscurity by not buying a near $300 top skull crusher, and then not buying another near $300 skull crusher, and I don't have the other skull crusher that I gave away for like only a 10% discount on like a compass at a military surplus store. Here's a cold steel trench hawk, right? Cold steel trench hawk. You have to wrap these, and I can explain how to make these not break. You know why? Because they break. I guess I love Scab from Choir Boys, but you can look up a video. He goes, well, I had this here wall hawk for like 1 year now, and it's held up. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And I'm scared, you not. I'm gone, son. These fucking break, dude. I could break this shit with my fucking... I could break that shit. I break them all the time. I break these all the time. And if I did not pay attention to Joe who broke this shit, if I didn't pay attention to Joe who broke this shit, and I just bought this stupid shit from fucking Sport Mart, and then went out in a life or death situation, or went hiking really fucking far, and this shit fails me, and the screws get loose like they do and shit like that, then I lock tight and fucking Gorilla Glued it, all this Mickey Mouse fucking shit, and other shit I could fucking elaborate on. Now it won't break. Joe introduced me to the reality that shit fucking breaks. So we don't live in a perfect fucking world, and that shit could get you killed. So I'm a bum who lives by the river, in a van down by the river, but somehow I afforded this trench hawk, and this war hawk, and this trench hawk, and this trench hawk, and because of Joe, instead of getting a Spyderco, or instead of getting a Benchmade or something, I got the last cold steel SR1 Light, sold at I think Sportsman's Warehouse in Riverside, California, about a couple years ago. The tip is gone. I beat the shit out of this thing. It strikes a ferro rod, all that kind of shit. It's badass. I bought this because Joe said this fucking thing was good, and it is. It's pretty fucking thick. Need that for ferro, blah 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 blah. It's not my best slicer. I thought about the Tops, what's that called? The what's their buoy? The please bear with me. The buoy for nature hunters, the poachers, the Silent Hero 4. I think ostensibly the Silent Hero 4 is a better slicer than this, but can't strike a ferro rod. Anyways, you get the point. None the fucking less, I bought this knife because of Joe. Okay. I bought this fucking saw like fucking almost yesterday or some shit. That's just fucking GSM, right? I bought this. I have two. I actually had three cold steel mini tack buoy. Okay, Joe X pretty much made me a cold steel fucking fanboy, dude. And here's a Work Tough Gear Warhammer. Okay, so obviously. Obviously, the American economy is fucking stupendous right now, 2025, for a nobody like me with no opinion, just living in a van down by the river. You know, I don't know shit, so obviously I'm just a hobo. But with like that cell phone, this tablet, this other cell phone, okay? So anyways, thank you God. I thank you Jesus I have all that shit. Joe turned me on to all this shit. Joe kept me in cold steel, dude. Like fucking Joe is actually like for example, even Joe's funny with tops, but if I was didn't know about this fault in this Warhawk that could break so easy, like one, you could have died. Two, I would have bought a fucking Tops Viax. Okay, this is like at Turner's Outdoor. This is like over $50, 50, 100, right? 150. I'm not flexing. About 200. Okay, I probably have another Tomahawk. Okay, I know I do. No, I have these things. I have these things fucking spilling out of my ass. I know I have another one in there. I could have bought a Tops Viax, man. Joe gave me that heads up that these fucking things break really pretty fucking easy and the screws get loose and shit like that. It's a good tool. It's a good tool. Honestly, I'll plug Cold Steel right now. The Warhawk's my favorite Tomahawk. It's just not gonna, unless you do Hickey it, Mickey Mouse this shit, it ain't gonna fucking last, dude. This is fucking amazing, man. The design is amazing, but you guys are making that shit cheaper and cheaper, and you're gonna get people fucking killed, okay? And Joe is exposing that, okay? There's no hard feelings, guys. We understand the economy sucks, okay? That's why Cold Steel, to keep their fucking prices, they got GSM up their ass. Whoop de fucking do. But, okay, so I'm glad Joe and Luke are, like, mashing it out and burying the hatchet or whatever they're doing. But when I was busy and I thought Luke was feuding with Joe and I didn't really know what was going on. So I want to show you the contrast between, like, people who don't like Joe or talk shit on Joe, or they're normie ass fucks that are already established, like Cold Steel, they're a bunch, and Luke, they're docile fucking inspiration on the world, compared to people like Joe, people like I don't know if you ever back in the 1990s we had ECW professional wrestling, and people were like, God, whoa, they were like fucking fuck yeah, like they were like maniacal. Like, you remember the band Slayer, the fans of Slayer? Joe X inspires that kind of fucking like fuck yeah, dude. Like, his channel is a place to fucking get belligerent and to come together, fucking smash shit. Dude, the guy's fucking epic, dude. And then you have these docile fucks like you guys should calm down. You're never gonna hit a brick. Wait, like, it's just fucking, I don't understand this generation, dude. Anyways, so Joe inspired me to be a Cold Steel fanboy, and inspired T from Cold Steel to be a Joe X fangirl, and just like he inspired me to be a fanboy too. He's that kind of inspirational, dude. And like, I hope to God that you guys trying to throw shade at him just makes this shit go up, But a lot of hardcore people in this world, dude, it's a niche genre that a lot of normal men just don't have enough testosterone to have the taste or liking for it. I never heard people like Pistol Pete or Jordan B. Peterson, or like Donnie B. All Day, or who's another really good one, man? Three Rivers Survival. I never heard them talk shit on Joe. They actually they fucking commend him. They get detail, man. They'll tell me this SR1 light, I can put my finger here and fucking and shave away, and here's, I guess, a sharpening fucking choil and shit like that, dude. They go into that kind of detail, and Joe don't, and they're Joe fans, dude. They said good shit about him, because Joe is a niche thing that we need. Will these tools survive getting the shit beat out of them? And if you're out here, especially in the fucking this shit, man, this you know how hard some of this fucking petrified desert wood is? Any fucking way. I just want to elaborate. So this is what I wanted to say to Luke if he was talking shit on Joe. Okay, so thank you guys, and allow me to elaborate. Okay, and I left this comment on Joe's video, right? But it gave me this warning, disclaimers, just like everybody who throws shade at Joe, doesn't believe in Joe. YouTube summoned their kind of inspiration. It was like, now, We eat the tech that wets your writing. Is it nice? Okay. They're like, you do that too good. Like, it's just fucking stupid. I'm sick of this shit. Okay, so I wrote pertain Joe's last video about that shit, that shit, and that shit, right? All that Luke and Cold Steel mess. Okay, I wrote, as a Yankee myself, Luke is of the cloth of typical normie MAGA douchebags that think they're libertarian. Where's my snake flag? They think they're libertarian. Fuck this. There's my snake flag. They think they're libertarian, but will never use the Second Amendment to actually make our country whatever the fuck they think it was before. Like Christian or not a Masonic Zionist consumerism, brainwashed, Dobie Gillis ass sitcom, Leave It to Beaver ass, happy-go-lucky mommy's boys whose future grandkids will all be like Colin Kaepernick or Gary Coleman from different strokes and shit, and they all LARP, being tactical and shit in their backyard where cops and Karens won't bother them. The cops and Karens also won't bother them like in the countryside where they bothered Joe on his own property. They fucked with me ever since I was like fucking 11 years old. Okay? Alright, they do. But instead, all those people who detract from Joe, their little bunch, they're just living ATM machines for a future alimony bloodsucker and some spoiled ass, sissy ass fucking kids who will also never use the American constitutional Second Amendment to ensure, I don't know, the Epstein files are open or other constitutional infringements that they've allowed since the Patriot Act of 9/11, the 9/11 catastrophe. Guys, all you get that fucking shit off your lawn. Don't sport the libertarian flag if you don't believe in blood like Joe and fucking let's go. If you don't have that kind of shit in you and the quest for freedom and to get off your ass and take back this country for fucking God and honor and St. Constantine the Great. Oh yeah, we're Protestants. We're idiots. We're fucking evangelical hillbillies. They're the majority. The people of the cloth are too docile to like a dude like Joe, right? They're fucking too they're just don't have that kind of testosterone. They don't have that ethos, right? They're the majority because modern men have no real testosterone. And they're the majority. I mean, they don't have any testosterone, especially compared to Joe. At least that shit. Fuck no. Like, maybe they could grow a beard and a beer belly and shit. Maybe they could throw something pretty hard, which a girl can too. And they're not even gonna do a quarter of the shit that Joe does. Furthermore, sorry to say, but Joe makes them look all like happy ass bitches compared to himself. Like happy ass, spoiled, gentrified, pot-bellied, mommy's boys, like fucking couch potato, like fucking, not tea, I was gonna say TV dinner, they have money. Like TV dinner ass sitting on their fucking ass, docile fucking regular ass fucking family guys. Joe reminds me of some extreme daredevil professional wrestler named Sabu, who just recently died. R.I.P. Sabu. He was a bad motherfucker. The guy was fucking nuts. The guy would jump in the barbed wire and fire or get thrown in. Like, dude, fucking hey, dude. I did some backyard wrestling when I was a kid. I wrapped myself in barbed wire and I went to go tackle this guy and he moved out of the way and I broke a table and like, I'm on the ground like that with fucking barbed wire. It's fucking badass. As a consumer who can showcase that I spend more money on blades than I'll ever do on guns or clothes, people are like, toothpaste. As a consumer who buys a lot of fucking blades, they all have Joe to thank. Joe gave me a new hobby and a quest for Excalibur, dude. And there they are, telling me to get a wooden pallet to fix my broken trench hawk. Well, it shouldn't break, but if it breaks, you just put it on a pallet. fuck out of here, dude. It's fucking stupid to hate on Joe like some gossiping bitch. And if my channel was bigger, I'd call Luke out just like this, dude. Joe is freedom and balls personified. He's more American than us, actually. And the band Rammstein should make a video about Austria like they did Germany in honor of fucking Joe, dude. Fucking I mean, oh yeah, Joe. Ah! Luke, you're a docile little pretty boy, 30-year-old millennial bitch compared to Joe. Thanks for bringing more attention to a fucking real man that doesn't get enough notoriety like your spoiled lucky ass who has Joe's fucking job. Cold Steel should have hired Joe for that job. You guys are fucking morons.